Welcome back to episode 92, everybody.
Hey.
We are here after honestly, there has been fights every weekend, but listen, it's been kind of slow a little bit. Like tonight we got a Manuel Cape main event and Asu Almabayev, but we are here after filming episode 2 of our Winging Around Town episode, Kyle.
Absolutely.
Give them a little sneak peek of how it went. Just a little summary.
Guys, let's just say we tried to go somewhere and it was unsuccessful. We had to change locations and it ultimately ended up being even better? Question mark?
Yes.
That's the hint I'll give you.
Yeah. The video is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's a whole adventure, the video, so we'll have that on our second channel in the coming days after you see this. But, yeah, we are here to predict UFC 313 for y'all. I feel like the year it's kind of just going at a moderate pace right now. It's not too short. It's not too fast. I mean, February was only 28 days, but it felt like a standard month. Yeah, I'm honestly pretty satisfied with how the year's going so far.
Me too.
I've like New Year's Eve kind of feels like a minute ago.
So, like, the first quarter of UFC has been great. Yes.
Yeah, so far UFC's been great. We're really going to be picking it up into high gear. Today is March 1st. There's 5 Saturdays in March. Yes, 5 Saturdays in March. And there's a UFC card every single Saturday. We're calling it MMA March Madness here. And we're thinking of doing a couple like March Madness tournaments involving the fans, aka you guys, the supporters on our Instagram. So that should be taking place as this video is going. So go on our Instagram, check it out.
Yes, please.
But we want to start doing a bracket system, get some rankings, and just have some fun in March for y'all. So, yeah, we're about to get into UFC 313 predictions. Guys, tonight is UFC Vegas 103. Like we said earlier in the pod, Manuel Cape, Asu Almabayev. It's not the most notable people on this fight night, but I see 2 knockouts have happened. So hopefully some stuff can happen in that fight. That just comes to the point of like quality over quantity with it. Do you have anything to say about the Cejudo fight last week anyways? I really don't.
I think we should stop talking about Cejudo.
I know, because he is now 0-3 after coming back.
He was acting as if he was in any sort of lead during the fight. After the fight, he says to the referee, he says, "Hey, I've lost my record now because of you. Because you called that fight a technical decision instead of a stoppage or didn't take a point." He was losing that fight regardless of the eye poke. And yeah, no other comment than that. Henry Cejudo needs to retire, and he should have stayed retired, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like someone in the comments did mention something about like if Cejudo did stay, he would have gotten eaten alive by the bantamweight division. Which I don't know if I fully agree with that. I think he should at least fight once more as a retirement fight just because of how legendary his career is. He needs to at least go out with a fight. Yeah.
I mean, he's just a goof. Yeah, he retired at the peak of his career.
And it was an eye poke. So it's like, but either way, Song Yadong still had the 3 rounds in the bag against Cejudo, so would have just been a 5-round decision by Yadong if the eye poke didn't happen. I think there was a good chance.
Probably.
So overall, though, it's, we're just seeing more big names fall to getting old. So, but let's switch it over to UFC 313. The first card that we should talk about, or the first fight that we should talk about, is actually not on the main card. We're going to be seeing this on the prelim headliner. Curtis Blades is back against another heavyweight I've never heard of, Rizvan Kuniev. 12-2, Rizvan, but I honestly, dude. Look at the odds.
Wow. Curtis
Blades retirement fight? Question mark. So that's an interesting fight. Like I feel like Curtis Blades at this point. Let's see his little combat record here.
I'm taking Curtis Blades. It's an absolute must win.
He lost to Pavlovich. He beat Almeida by knockout. That's impressive.
That is a good.
That's a great win.
He lost
to the interim champ.
Yeah, I'm riding with him for sure.
You're right. I think I'm gonna ride with Blades as well. I don't know if he'll secure the knockout. I mean, this is a 12-2 Russian.
is,
the
Curtis
75%
Blades is
takedown
not a
accuracy.
massive star, but he's definitely has a name, and I don't think the UFC would set up his career to be like lost. They want him to get a win, and I think he
And this is a
pulls through with this
UFC heavyweight debutant.
Yeah, that's
But we saw what happened with that on UFC 312 with that TX era.
Yeah.
The first round knockout over Tafa. So is this another case of that? 6 knockouts, 2 subs. He's on a knockout, no contest, sub, knockout. It's his UFC debut. The odds might be mistaking us here, bro. Why is he plus 270? Interesting. So that's gonna be a fun, like, if you don't know, now you know, as Dana White says. That's a fun fight that we should try to catch. We definitely should. And then King Green, aka he used to be Bobby Green, if you know him from that. He's fighting up against the fighting nerd Mauricio Ruffy. Let's check. He just got a decision against James Lontop, that short notice catchweight. But he's 11-1, 10 knockouts. What do you think for this fight? Is this going to be a sneaky King Green gets the best of an up and comer and knocks him out?
Unfortunately, no. I think
Ooh,
this is Bobby's last somewhat
King
clouded name of an appointment. Yeah, so it's gonna be King's last somewhat known opponent. I think after this, we're still gonna use him as like main event for fight nights, and he's gonna fight King Green versus an absolute nobody.
It's coming up.
But I think unfortunately his time of fighting these, Pimlet, Makachev, the fighting nerd up and comer,
Tony.
And unfortunately, I respect him for taking this fight, but man, the fighting nerds are on a tear, undefeated in the UFC.
Gene Silva,
I don't think it's going to be any different.
Caio Baralo.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be any different
Mauricio.
tonight. Or the Saturday night.
Yep.
And I got Ruffy. What about you? What do you think is going to happen? Because I think King Green has seen a massive downfall.
We said this. When did we say this in our? I don't remember. It was a video this year though. We were like, Bobby Green is one of our most. God damn, the cats are taking a toll. I think.
It's so annoying.
Like King Green is one of our most picked fighters. We've never picked against Bobby Green.
We really didn't. We never did.
Maybe against Tony Ferguson we did.
Yeah, I think we did too.
But listen, y'all. God damn. Just give me a second.
It's all right. We're just fighting through it.
Guys, we always let the cat allergies get to like the worst before we clean this joint.
Yeah, I feel like
goddamn,
low-key when I had
breathe
vacuumed that
now
one
out my
time.
nose. You know what I mean? Because like you breathe out your nose when you talk.
Yes.
We're talking and I just can't breathe.
When I had vacuumed that one time, it was like good for 2 weeks and then cooked.
My lord. But guys, I've went with King Green on numerous occasions. Let's check his combat history real quick. He's 38 years old. He's got a 10-year age advantage on the other two.
God damn.
But dude, his last 5 haven't been terrible. Win, loss, win, loss. You know what I mean?
He's 3-2 in his last 5.
3-2 in his last 5. He's
not
going
bad.
up against Mauricio Ruffy. He has knockout power. He's not. Oh wait. Oh my God, his record looks so bad. Dude, look at Bobby Green's fucking fight history. Look at Bobby Green's fight history. Look at this shit. Look at all the red.
Oh my God.
Dude, Bobby Green's fight, or King Green's fight history literally looks like Sheridan Drive here. It's like red, green, red. Like it's like you're in traffic. This dude's fight history looks like regular traffic, yo. Red, green. So, I want to root for King Green so bad. But I think if I'm being real, I'm going with King Green because I'm never turning my back on King Green, y'all. I'm always going to predict him until he retires. You know what I mean? Some things you have to do.
The fighting nerds are just on a tear.
Some things you have to do for the community. Then there is a WMMA fight here. Amanda Lemos versus Iceman Luquindo. We have a strawweight bout here. Let me check what these ladies are looking like on their rankings. In women's strawweight. Okay, number 5 versus number 7 ranked women's strawweights. What are we doing, UFC?
So you know what
This
that
is
means?
an Alex Pereira card. Decision o'clock.
No, winner gets title shot.
Winner
Winner gets title shot.
Nah, guys, we got to be serious about this, man. Like, But in the real, y'all, I think I'm gonna go with Lukindo. I'm just gonna go with a lower ranked woman.
Lukindo.
She is a favorite too, so I'm gonna go with Lukindo. Ooh, Jalen Turner's back.
Timmy Turner.
Versus against
Maybe wishing
Ignacio
for a
Bahamondes.
To kill everybody walking.
I've heard of Bahamondes, haven't
you?
you?
Know this on the furnace.
Excuse me.
All these cats are killing.
I'm so mad tonight. I can't breathe.
Me either. Listen to me.
I actually can't breathe, y'all. We're
Guys.
dying from the cat hair or the cookies. What was in those cookies? Okay, so this is All right, bro. This is Bahamondes' first big name fight. He's going up against Jalen Turner. I'm gonna go with Jalen Turner here, man.
Me too, Jalen Turner.
If he can make the weight cut.
What happened in his last fight?
His last fight?
No, it was Marciano.
He lost to Renato Moicano in the comeback fight at UFC 300. But then before that, he knocked out King Green. So Jalen Turner's in a case where he's just losing to like top of the line, not even top of the line, like Gamrot. That was a close, dude. He lost. You know, he gets the split decision on the Gamrot fight or the Hooker fight. His whole career trajectory is different.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He might have been in the position to fight
Wait,
Islam
2
for
split
that title
decisions.
shot.
Wow.
In a row.
Wow.
2 split decision losses. I think it's Turner time. He's gonna light it up here against the Bahamondes. How many fights is this? I mean, Bahamondes has been in the game. He's been in the UFC since 20. So this is gonna be a good fight. I think it is, and I think that's why they put it here.
I like Jalen Turner here too. Yeah.
And then the next fight, I'm kind of glad that this happened at least before the podcast. Rafael Fiziev is here and favorited against Justin Gaethje on short notice.
Wow.
I didn't look at this until just now.
This is Saturday.
This is next Saturday. This is the co-main event. What do you think of this? I'm gonna turn this off so we can look at the camera.
I'm taking Gaethje. Let's go.
You're taking Gaethje underdog.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, part of me,
I mean, what was Fiziev's last fight?
His last fight, he injured his leg to Gamrot, I believe.
That was his last fight.
Yeah, he's been out for a minute, yo. Let me check. I think it was like 2023. Yeah, he lost to Gamrot, injured his knee in September 2023.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's back, but this is the thing.
A lot of fighters, man, who have
2
torn their
weeks
ACL,
out,
don't come back the same way. And you know what else?
2 weeks
You
out.
know what else? When you're an injured fighter, coming out on arguably one of the most career-ending injuries in all of sports, you're not just going to come in on 2 weeks' notice and beat Justin freaking Gaethje, man.
Gaethje's been preparing for
a war with
Hooker.
Oh my gosh!
Like Gaethje
Guys,
was ready.
come on.
Gaethje was already ready. He was already ready to
For
die,
war. Correct.
and I think he's even more ready because we saw the last fight. Fiziev got his butt kicked by Gaethje, and I think there's some money to be made if you bet Justin Gaethje on
Me too.
Saturday night.
I like that pick.
That's the co-main event, and let's get to the main event. The fight we've been waiting for. Honestly, it's been
I'm scared about this.
so
fight,
many
man.
back and forth tweets. Fight me, you chicken, blah, 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 blah. Ankalaev is finally getting into the octagon with Pereira on the main stage for the light heavyweight championship, man. I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I'm so excited for
And
this.
wait, brother.
Um,
Who you taking early prediction?
my first thoughts on this fight, obviously, like I said, finally, we're getting it. Second thoughts, though. I think this is going to be Pereira's toughest fight for some reason. Can you see that being a thing at all?
I actually 100% agree with you being Pereira's hardest fight.
Because like we kind of stated in podcast prior to this, we don't think that Jamal Hill and Yuri Prochazka are the toughest guys in the division, and those were the fights in Yan. I think this is going to be a tough fight for Pereira. Call me crazy, but I could maybe even see a Pereira. Can you see a decision from Pereira at all? Part of me is like, no, don't even.
I'm going to be honest.
Do I know what? If it was a 3-rounder, I could see it.
Decision?
If it was a 3-rounder, could you see it?
Yes, but
Since it's a 5-rounder, I think
decision favors
this is
Ankalaev.
ending early. Ooh, okay.
I think a decision favors Ankalaev, but my actual prediction of the fight, I think round one's going to be a feeler outer where some people in the room are going to say that's Pereira. The other half of the room is going to say, no, that's Ankalaev. I think we see a similar round in round two where it's kind of a toss-up, a little bit of ground game, maybe a little bit of stand-up. I think round three, Ankalaev significantly wins it by like a control time. Round 4, knockout Pereira. That's my prediction.
Ooh.
He's going to be on the feet. He's going to catch him with like a right, and then it's going to just be an onslaught against the cage, and he's going to fall. What do you think, honestly?
I think this is crazy. Part of me can see Pereira retire if he wins and gets a knockout here. I don't know why, but I could. Unless he gets a John Jones fight or something. Like, hasn't he said he wants to box?
I mean, I would retire if I was him with a win.
Hasn't he said he wants to box too?
Yes.
So we can maybe see him in the boxing ring, but I think this could be it for Pereira on a win. He definitely doesn't go out on a loss. At the same
He's
time,
on a tear, man. Honestly, winner, he might retire. I like that pick by you.
Odds on Alex for Pereira to retire, I think is minus 100 right now.
Yeah.
It's like 50-50. But yeah, guys, I'm also going to go with Pereira here. I think he still has that knockout capabilities, no matter what age he is, to be honest.
No matter what.
Cardio won't matter. Stamina, pace won't matter if he can get to Ankalaev hard and early. And I think that's honestly what he's going to do. Especially if Ankalaev makes the bad decision to stay on the feet with Pereira.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because
he's staying
when
a lot.
He was on the feet, wasn't it when he was... Did Jan drag him around?
Yes. But barely.
But barely, okay.
And then Ankalaev dragged Jan around, if you remember that fight.
Yeah, so it's like... I feel like we could definitely... If Ankalaev does get Pereira on the ground, I feel like Pereira stands a chance. And kind of just, gets dragged around a little bit, maybe for a round. I think we could definitely see some Pereira on the ground.
I don't think we're going to see...
the first time, basically.
I don't think we're going to see, Pereira get on the ground and then, oh my gosh, he reverses. Now he's got the back of Ankalaev. I think if Ankalaev gets him down, he's going to be able to keep him down very well. Will he be able to keep him down there the whole round? I don't think so.
Yeah, so when I'm
And I also don't think that he's going to find a finish on the ground. I think it's more going to be an Islam Makhachev type, kind of like smother you, maul you, and it's going to be tough to find a finish.
Kind of
because
if
we look at Ankalaev, he doesn't have a lot of finishes from the ground, and his ground game is really good, but I just don't see a potential finish there. But yeah,
all right, let me let you catch your breath and say some shit. All right.
Yeah, for real, guys, I can't breathe, man. This cat.
We're gonna wrap it up after predictions. We can't stay here. What the fuck was I gonna say?
I got prayer, man. If it's the last thing I say,
I think another option for the result of this fight we have to think about is we've seen Jan get subbed and lose his belt. We've seen Amanda Nunes get subbed, lose her belt. We've seen Shevchenko lose. We've seen big champions lose. Izzy lost.
Sub.
I feel like if Pereira
does lose,
it's like it's meant to be. But if he wins, it's like this can't go on forever.
Box.
You know what I mean? Especially at his age. Like, when John Jones was running it, he wasn't old, so it's like Father Time isn't going to catch up.
He's got to retire with a win, I agree.
But I think Alex Pereira's whole goal tonight or next Saturday night should literally be to win and retire.
I agree.
And just go out a legend. 2 division champion, win streak, one of the most amazing rivalries, I think, in terms of story-wise.
The Israel Adesanya.
That was just a great rivalry, back and forth. They each got a win. So I am really excited for this fight. Pereira will be back. I want to say that it will be his 4th fight in 12 months, breaking some sort of record. UFC 300 in April, UFC 303 against Yuri, and then UFC 307 against Roundtree, and then UFC 313. So, guys, he's one of the most active champs. And he basically had his whole career, if he retired Saturday night, from 2021 to 2025. And it's amazing. Another busy day today. We did film the Wing show. If you guys know what we're talking about, check the second channel for episode 1 and 2. But we appreciate y'all for stopping by episode 92 and rocking with us, checking out our predictions. We're getting close to that 100. And, guys, there's going to be some type of upgrade coming soon.
Stay tuned, y'all.
So stay tuned. We appreciate y'all for
check out Winging Around Town episode 2.
Check out Winging Around Town. Check out our Instagram for the March Madness. We love y'all.
Peace, all y'all.
Excuse me. Peace.
Whoa, whoa, and I'm on.